So guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. We've got another leak, and not that it really matters whether it's real or fake at this point, because in, what is it, like 5 days, we're going to be finding out and seeing Assassin's Creed Origins, or whatever it's called, for the first time, so that's going to be freaking insane. Like I've said before, I'm going to be streaming the events for E3 on my channel, so be sure to stay tuned for those by hitting that subscribe button, turning on the notifications, and we'll have a good time. We can react and see Origins for the first time together, and that's going to be a damn good time. But we got this pre-order card, so I'll whack it up on screen now. You guys can see it. It's PS4 pre-order card for the Steelbook Gold Edition reservation card for Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, the first thing that stands out to me is the old Ubisoft logo is down there at the bottom right. Now, people might be saying, well, we heard about this about a month ago. It was probably released before they changed their logo, but this is a huge corporation we're talking about. They would have had this logo change planned out probably from the beginning of the year. They've probably had this planned for ages. It's not something that they just sort of decided in 1 week, oh, let's change our logo. Like, that's obviously not the case. This promotional stuff they sent out should have had their new logo on it ready for when the game was announced. I mean, there could have been a mix-up. They could have thought they would have announced it before the logo change. Who knows? There might have been changes made to scheduling and stuff like that, so that doesn't rule out this being real entirely, but of course, that is something that stands out as being a little bit odd. Now, another thing is that we did hear about this about a month ago over on Reddit. Someone said, you know, pre-order cards, and they pretty much described the same thing with the pyramid in the background, and we've got our main protagonist walking towards it. They pretty much described that, and so, you know, that is confirmed here with this image. So it's the gold edition. We'll go through this as if it is real. Like I said, even if it's not, does it matter? Not really, because we're going to see the game soon anyways. So gold edition includes the game, deluxe pack, season pass, and the steelbook. And this card, I would assume, is the thing for the additional content, of course. Or possibly the entire game as a whole. Now, something that just threw me off a little bit is right at the top right, we've got $1. This is $1? I'm sorry. What? This is a single dollar. This is $1. It's just $1. So that's a bit odd. That throws me off a little bit as well. I mean, this could be real. This could be fake. Like I've said before, at this point, doesn't matter. The logo looks pretty much the same as the logo that we saw on the T-shirt, which is cool. However, this one's golden, but the layout's exactly the same with the small Creed and the big Origins kind of spread out across the bottom. Looking quite different to things we've got before, because the Origins is bigger than the words Assassin's Creed, and it does look the same as the T-shirt leak that we got. Again, Bayek here at the bottom, he looks relatively similar. He's got a controllable eagle there on his shoulder, as well as he's got his, you know, his quiver, he's got his shield, he's got his fucking, all his bollocks and stuff around him, doesn't he? We've got the Sphinx over there on the left, in all of its glory. And then a big, massive pyramid. Now, I think the layout of this is very strange. I mean, I guess it's obviously just here to illustrate Egypt as the setting, not necessarily to be historically accurate, because, of course, it looks like the largest pyramid of Giza, whereas there would actually be two more that you should be able to see in this shot somewhere. The Sphinx is knocking about there. I mean, relatively a similar location, but then you got the sea. Like, I'm not huge on historical accuracy and stuff, but this may just be put together to illustrate the time period, not necessarily to be accurate historically. So that's all that kind of stuff. Does look like our main protagonist looking quite similar. You can't really see him. He's very blurry and very small, so won't stay on that for too much longer. The next thing is, it says, reserve now for bonus mission, Secrets of the First Pyramids. Now, does that seem real? I don't know. It's all very ambiguous, all very nothingness, and of course tells us relatively nothing, other than, you know, we get a nice little look at the world, possibly. You know, that's basically that. And that's it. I'm personally, I'm gonna go with this is probably most likely fake. Like, that's just the way I'm kind of looking at this, is that the old Ubisoft logo, it costs $1. Secret of the First Pyramid, blank space underneath that looks very odd. Like, why would they design it like that? You could definitely make it look a lot better. The way the pyramids are laid out, like, this is something that anyone could put together. For sure, anyone could put this together, especially based off the leak we got before. So, I mean, there you go. Who knows? Who really knows? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And in a couple of days, like I said, we'll be getting the game anyway, getting our first look at it. So, this doesn't even fucking matter. But I thought I'd bring it to you guys anyways, because, of course, I'm going to talk about everything Assassin's Creed related, even if it's just tiny things. And if this is real, it's a pretty big thing, isn't it? So, there's that. Thanks for joining me. Hit that like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe to stay update on all good things, and we'll see you next time. Bye!